Hello and welcome to another episode of Conspirator Box Pull List. This is my pull list for the week of December 10th, 2014. Sorry this is a bit late. We got our books shipped to Sacramento. Part of our shipment was actually misdirected to Sacramento, and we weren't able to get some of our books till today. I did actually forget to grab one book, what I'll get to. But yeah, it's big storm coming in here in California, which is odd. So everyone around here is paranoid that, oh my god, it's gonna actually rain. So I actually spent today driving around to sandbag locations to pick up sandbags for the shop, because we might get some flooding if it rains really bad, so we want to try and prevent that. But hopefully that doesn't happen. But our location does not denote well when it rains. We do kind of get large puddles. So hopefully nothing bad happens. But I do have to go into work tomorrow, so we'll see how that goes. But let's get into it. So what I did get this week, I got first up is Batman Eternal 36. Not caught up with Batman Eternal yet, but hopefully this holiday season, when I'm off from my day job, I can get caught up on it. So I really want to read it. Next up we have Earth 2 World's End, number 10. I actually got a couple of these read, and I enjoy it for the most part. It ties in with Earth 2, so I read Earth 2, I think issue 29, and then you're supposed to read Earth 2 World's End number 9. So there is a little bit of a reading order to it, not much. I don't feel I lost any information or gained any information by reading it, but did enjoy it. So Earth 2 World's End. Next up we have East of West, The World. This is the source book, Atlas, Encyclopedia, Timelines, and Apocrypha for East of West. I have East of West. I've enjoyed it for the most part, so I decided to pick this up. Nice addition if I decide to get rid of my issues. So I'm going to check this out. Might not be a read, might just kind of be a source material thing to look through. But East of West, The World. Next up we have 'Tis the Season, Harley Quinn Holiday Special, number 1, or one shot. This is one of the covers for Harley Quinn's Holiday Special, the Christmas one. The next one is the Father Time New Year's cover, so I got both of those, but this is on shelves today, so you can go snatch that up. I still think I need to read the Scratch and Sniff special. I don't think I actually sat down and read that. I'll have to grab that copy I opened and read through it. Next up we have Justice League United number 7. For the most part, it's been okay. It hasn't been a great book. Nothing fantastic like Jeff Lemire's Animal Man or Jeff Lemire's Green Arrow, but for the most part, it's been okay. So I'm still checking it out. But Justice League United 7. Next up, we have the New 52 Futures End number 32. Like Batman Eternal, not caught up, but I really want to get back into reading it. So again, hopefully this holiday break, I'll be able to plug through those. Since we have a really light week during Christmas, there's barely any books coming out, so hopefully I can take that time to read the stuff that I'm behind on. Next up we have the New Suicide Squad number 5. New Suicide Squad, it's been okay for book. I've been enjoying it for the most part. Curious to see where they go with this book. I know that they announced the cast last week, which at first I was a little hesitant for some of the characters, or actors playing characters, but we'll see what they do and how well they do it. But Suicide Squad 5 is out. Then next up we have The Valiant number 1. Again, Valiant's doing a whole bunch of miniseries, I believe, and not really too many series anymore, which is okay, but it can get a little daunting. But The Valiant I'm going to check out and see how it is. But overall Valiant's had a very good line. Only a handful of their books have been complete and utter trash. Next up we have World's Finest, Superman Batman, not Huntress, or Power Girl and Huntress. This is issue 29. This confuses the shit out of me on the shelves because it's a Superman Batman, and I don't actually get Batman, Superman. So I get a little. I'm like, oh no, wait, that's World's Finest. I need to pick it up. It's been good for the most part. This stuff's tying in, I think, with some of the Earth 2 stuff. So I'm still checking this one out. The book I forgot to pick up, which is actually on my pull list, which I'm really pissed off I forgot, but in the chaos of bringing the sandbags and getting all that, and I had my kids with me, I forgot to pick up Southern Bastards number 6. So Southern Bastards number 6 is out this week. So let's get on to the read list, which is ginormously much bigger than my pull list. And I've actually I read a couple of these already since I'm doing this so late. So the ones I've read, I will give a little bit more info on. Afterlife with Archie number 7 is out. This is just fun. It's Walking Dead Archie. It's just really, really fun. I haven't read an Archie book in decades, and this came out and I started reading it and I really, really enjoyed it. So Afterlife with Archie number 7 is out. So I highly, highly recommend checking it out. And I did read that issue, and it's just good overall. If you like The Walking Dead, you'll like this. It doesn't matter if you like Archie or whatever. Yeah. So next up we have Amazing Spider-Man number 11. This is Spider-Verse Part 3. Spider-Verse is a whole shit ton of random multi-universe Spider-Men fighting some guys I don't really like, vampires, but they can cross dimensions, and there's a lot of shit going on. This one has Doc Ock, Superior Spider-Man, and Peter kind of have a little duel. Spider-Verse, it's an interesting concept. I think Slott's execution and the execution with the tons of random new comics coming out with Spider-Man attached to it is fucking ridiculous. Hey, it's Marvel. It can be a little jarring if you're trying to read this. I've never read Clone Saga, but it almost feels like this is what Clone Saga felt like when it was coming out. So maybe in 10, 15 years it'll be like a cult classic and people will want to go back and get these ginormously large graphic novels of the stuff. But right now it's all over the map. I mean, it's interesting to see different takes on the character, but for the most part, I'm really, really not impressed with Spider-Verse. It's really, really boring. Then next up we have Amazing Spider-Man Annual number 1. It's an annual for Spider-Man. If you counted how many annuals, it's probably in the 30s or almost 40s. So, yeah, we'll see. Next up we have Avengers X-Men Access, Book 3, New World Disorder. Yeah. Access is a really, really interesting concept. Heroes become villains and villains become heroes, but the execution of this title leaves a lot to be desired. I haven't been impressed. It's 7 issues in, and it's really, really not worth my time, but I'm going to finish reading it, and not to mention it ties in with tons of other books and causes those to have random issues that just come out of nowhere. So again, not the biggest fan of Access. So yeah, but you might like it. If you like it, hey, more power to you. I'm just not a big fan of Access. It's not good. Next up, we have a new Image number 1. Bitch Planet number 1. Ryan read this apparently and told me that if women are bad or you just don't like a woman, they get sent to this prison planet called Bitch Planet. He said it's I forgot what's her name, the Conics. It's not her worst work, but I think she's really trying with this book to push, from what he was saying, and probably from when I'm reading it, which I'll probably tell you next week, It seems to be like some feminist manifesto stuff, but we'll see. I mean, it could be really good, and Michael and I could be like, Ryan, what's wrong with you? But for the most part, Bitch Planet, yeah, not too excited to read that one. Can't read that at work, but hey. Next up is Justin Jordan, Deep State #2. I'm actually looking forward to this. I read the first one. Actually, skipped it because I didn't notice it was Justin Jordan. But I read the first issue and enjoyed it. So I'm going to check out issue #2. But I really like Justin Jordan's stuff. He's doing some good stuff. Next up, we have Green Lantern Corps 37, Godhead Act 3, Part 2. Godhead has gone on for, so far, 3 acts. And each act is like 5 things long, or something like that. This has taken a very, very long time to accomplish. So far, not much. So, we'll see where it goes. Then next up, in the theme of annuals this week, we have Guardians of the Galaxy, annual #1. It's Guardians. It's Bendis. It shows, so at least the art will look good. We'll see. Then next up we have Punisher #13. I've really been enjoying Edmondson's Punisher run. It's just really good. Solid book. If you can, go back out and find those other earlier issues. And I think one trade is out already of it. But Punisher, this has been a good run. I haven't read the other stuff like by Rucka or Ennis, but people say that those are really good too. Those are on my list of eventually would like to read. But that's a big list. So yeah. Then next up we have Jason Aaron on Thor. This is Thor #3. Thor is a female now. I read a little bit of this. I haven't finished it, but it didn't need a renumbering, and I will say that over and over again. It didn't need a renumbering. This was just another story arc starting in the Thor title, and it's Marvel. That's all I can really say. It's Marvel. Some of the titles that I wasn't able to grab because we didn't really have too many copies was Constantine, I believe I don't remember what number it was, but Constantine is the new Constantine issue is out. Nightcrawler, I didn't actually get the numbers written down, so a couple of these are not going to have numbers. Nightcrawler came out. Peter Panzerfast. Federal Bureau of Physics FBP #16 came out. Clarion #3 came out. And yeah, for the most part, that's what I got on that I'm hopefully going to check out at the beginning of next week. I want to mention one notable mention this week of a completely and utterly hideous cover. I don't have the savviness, right? The tech video savviness yet to do this for you, but the Batgirl 37 issue, which I wasn't even going to read or touch or pick up. Actually, I picked it up to see how bad this cover looked up close. It is atrocious how horrid that cover was. It's like, it's solid gold bad. It's just bad. Like, Batgirl I thought had fallen off. And this cover just way into the abyss, fucking gone. And just, oof, so bad. So if you're in your local shop and you are curious, go check out that cover. It's pretty bad. If you actually like the cover and think I'm full of shit, you can go ahead and tell me down below in the comments. But yeah, it's just bad. So should have one more normal week of books next week. The week of Christmas, there won't be very much coming out. I might skip that week of recording, so I'm not sure yet. I did record a holiday shopping tip video about what you should get the nerd or nerds in your life. You can go to my channel and check that out, which, you know, even if you already know what I said, like if you watch it and you're like, oh yeah, I know that, share it with the friends or the family that they need to hear it from somebody else. So yeah, you can follow me on Twitter. My handle is @BrockSager. You can listen to me on the Comic Conspiracy, which you can find a link to that on my blog at conspiratorbrock.com, or you can go to www.geekbox.net to check that out. what else do we got here? Oh, I'm going to be on this Friday, 2 days from now. I'm going to be on Heroes and Villains again for their Booster Gold episode, so be on the lookout for that. I'm actually really excited for it. If I can, I'm going to cram some information in and get some Booster Gold stuff. But for the most part, I'm really excited for it. And not much else going on. I need to track down a Funko Mystery Mini Rocket Raccoon for my son. He has all of them, except like one Star-Lord variant, and he's missing a Rocket Raccoon. There's two, and I can't even get one. So I'm most likely just going to have to shell out like $12 to get one thing, which is like $5 more than the thing costs, but whatever. I have like 3 doubles that I need to sell. So maybe those will cover the cost of getting the Rocket Raccoon. Yeah, that's about it. If I'm sorry if there's wind in the background during this episode. It is starting to really, get hectic outside. Rain's supposed to start here pretty soon. I'm like happy at least we didn't lose power while I was recording this, because that would have sucked. It would have just been me in total darkness going, oh shit, I either got to redo this or just turn on my phone and go in the dark with you seeing this light on my face and just nothing, which I don't think you want to watch. So thanks for watching again. Like, share, leave comments, and if you're on conspiratorbrock.com and you see anything you like on the Amazon stuff, go ahead and click on that. If you purchase through there, I'll get a little advertising kickback, so that it helps out a lot. I appreciate it. But yeah, other than that, I will see you next week.